and welcome to knittin Kitten podcast number 37. My name is Mallory, otherwise known as JustADoseOfLove all around the internet. So you can find me on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, Ravelry, and Etsy under JustADoseOfLove, though I am most active on Instagram. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. This is a bi-weekly video podcast about knitting and general fiber crafts and whatever else happens to be going on in this crafty room of mine at the time. I am recording on Saturday, November 14th. It is about 3 o'clock p.m., says my computer. I'm not sure if I believe it. You know what, it might actually be 3 o'clock. We did just have our daylight savings time change, not last weekend, but the weekend before that, or something like that. It has not been very long, so I'm still just a little out of whack as far as time goes. Anyways, I'm recording in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I live with my favorite feline and soulmate, Sasika Sonia, and Chris, and a snake named Heidi. Yep, it is finally starting to really feel like winter is coming here. We did get, probably 5 inches of snow last weekend, and it was crazy. We had no snow at all prior to that, and then this huge storm just blew in and it snowed all day, and then it was really windy, so all of the snow like drifted, and now there's huge drifts of snow on the garage roof that I can see, and like also in the yard, obviously. But it is the season for knitters. Oh yes, it is. Now is our time to shine. Oh yes, all of you knitting crazy crafty people out there, crocheters. This is our season. This is our season. And for the record, I do firmly believe that if a zombie apocalypse were to happen right now, we'd be in a pretty good boat as far as skills go, because we literally can make clothing. Hello. Anyways, that was a very off-topic little rant, and I'm just gonna snip it here and dive right into not what is on my needles, but what is off my needles first, and you will see why in a minute. So I did finish my brick sweater. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's by Claire Lee, so I will include the link down below in the notes. And this sweater I had been working on, it was meant to be a Christmas present for my mother, though when she tried it on, it did seem a little big for her, so I have decided that this one's for my sister, and I'm making a new one for my mom. So this sweater that was originally for my mother, now for my sister, is finished, and let me just tell you what it's made out of first. So it's the Bernard Premium Worsted Yarn. Is there a base? I should probably know this, as it's been a few podcasts now where I've had this yarn. It's teal. You know, I think premium is the base. Anyways, it's the teal colorway, which I just really like the color, apparently, but also my sister likes blue, and teal is one of my mother's signature colors, so there was a reason. It's not just all about me, because obviously this sweater isn't for me. So 100% acrylic, because I think I might possibly be sold on acrylic sweaters. My purple one, the purple ease sweater that I did, is 100% acrylic yarn, and let me tell you, being able to just throw it in the washing machine is like, this is a game changer. Yeah. So this one is also acrylic yarn because it is a game changer. It is not as warm, for sure. It doesn't quite feel as nice, but there's something to be said for just being able to throw a sweater in the wash and then in the dryer after, and here it is. So here we go. I did follow the pattern pretty darn closely. The only place I deviated was the ribbing on the bottom here. So there's supposed to be more ribbing on the bottom of the torso, but after, you know, I think my gauge was off actually. I did a swatch, but it still seems like this is a little big for what the pattern was calling for. So I did make these small size. Let me see what this is supposed to be here. The small size makes the chest approximately 33 inches. And I'd say I'm almost an entire size off. This is definitely more than 33 inches. I would say this is closer to 37 or 38. Yeah, so that basically throws me an entire size off. And I had already gone down a needle size, so I had gone down a full millimeter for my needle size for both the torso and the ribbing. Anyways, I'm getting a little off track. So I deviated a little bit with the ribbing count on the bottom. It should be a little bit longer than this, but it's pretty long as it is. And that's about it. The rest of it's pretty true to pattern. I did the non-shaped waist and full sleeves. So, full sleeve, beautiful raglan style sweater. Yeah, I really enjoyed the pattern, other than my gauge being off, which I think is more of a me problem than it is a pattern problem. That's a me problem. Yeah, so here it is. I love it. I love it. I think I'm probably going to make myself one too. I'm on a sweater kick, guys. I am on a sweater kick. I should probably tell you how much of this yarn I used. These balls are in 190 grams, I believe. 198 grams, so almost 200 gram ball of yarn, so 329 meter, 360 yards. And I used just over 2 balls. So probably safe to round up to 500 grams. I'd say definitely closer to 550, 525 though. Yeah. So that is how much I used. I ran out very close to the end of one of the sleeves. So I went, bought some more, bought 3 more balls so I could make my mother her sweater. So there it is. There's the finished sweater. Hopefully you can see it and enjoy it as much as I am enjoying it. I'm just really pleased. I have not knit a lot of sweaters. This is my 3rd. And I really gotta work on my gauge. Apparently I am a loose knitter, and you know, it's fine. It's fine, but it also means I need to make a lot of adjustments when I'm following patterns, and I just don't know what to do about it. Oh, tirades and rants. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, really quick coffee break. I've talked myself almost hoarse already. Great. Oh, that's good. Okay, what am I drinking? I'm drinking Nabob, their breakfast coffee. And one thing I really like about their little Keurig pods here is it's 100% recyclable. And I try and, you know, buy those ones when I can. Also, coffee grounds, good for ferns. Who knew? Probably anyone who has a fern, because these little buggers, let me tell you, he's not so happy right now. He's got new fronds growing, but he's also a little crispy on the edges. And the one over there is even worse. I don't know what's going on. Not enough water, too much water, not enough sun, I don't know. Too cold, maybe. I don't know. Ferns, I'm so stressed out. You're supposed to bring me joy. Actually, they do bring me joy. Okay. Don't mind me, just a crazy person talking to my plants. Sorry. Okay. Second project on my needles is my second sweater for my mother. Now, she is quite a bit smaller than I am, so not only did I move to the extra small size, I also decreased my needle size. And what did I decrease my needle size to? I'm pretty sure I went to 4mm, which is US 6, I believe. And what are we on right now? For the ribbing, I went 3.5. Oh, no, you know what? What I did was 4.5 for the body, 3.5 for the ribbing. I could have gone 3.75, but I wanted to make sure that this wasn't going to be too big for her. So here it is so far. I actually did a ton of work on this on the holiday, which is Wednesday for Remembrance Day. And I did basically from here to here or so. Since then, I haven't done a lot. I've only done maybe 10 rounds, but you know what? I made up for it with how much progress I made here during the holiday on Wednesday. I can't even believe how much progress I've made on this frickin' sweater. Like, look at it. That's like a week worth of progress. I don't knit that fast. Apparently I did. So yeah, I am a little concerned that it might be slightly too small for her, but I don't think it will be, and there's quite a lot of possible, like ease. I'm still a little unclear on ease. There could be some negative ease in here when she's wearing it, and that would be just fine. I think I've got about 2 inches of negative ease as a buffer. And this again, it's not shaped waist, it's just a straight torso. I'm getting very close to being finished the ribbing on the bottom, which I am doing the full ribbing this time. I used the first sweater, which my mom did try on, so I know the length of where that was ending on her. And I cut this one a little bit shorter on just the stockinette, and I'm making the ribbing longer. So it'll end up being about the same length, but a little more true to pattern, except for, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it is the pattern. I don't think it is, though. There's supposed to be something like 70 rows before you start the ribbing. And like, this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like maybe 60. It's not 70, for sure it's not 70. But I have just been going based off the actual length and not the written pattern. Okay, that's a lot of jibber jabber. Sorry about that. Anyways, here we are. Here's my new sweater that I'm working on. I will almost definitely be finished this before next podcast, so then I'll have another sweater to show you. That's really exciting. And by that point, I will probably have started on another sweater because, okay, did we all see the Knit Picks yarn sale? I bought 3 sweater quantities worth of yarn. They're not here yet, but it's all for me. I might be turning into a sweater knitter. Like, that's not something I ever expected. I thought it was gonna be socks and shawls forever, which there's nothing wrong with. I love knitting shawls. They are so freaking gorgeous. I absolutely love knitting shawls. They just like astound me with how intricate and lacy and like sophisticated and glam they can be, and I love them. And socks, I mean, everyone wears socks all the time. and they hang on my wall on their sock blockers, so they're good decoration too. But sweaters are basically my life. Yeah, and now that I can finish them in less than 2 years, I might be becoming a sweater knitter. I don't know. It's a whole new world. And of course, all of them have been like very easy, no pattern sweaters. But I was kind of thinking like maybe a cropped sweater, because I wear a lot of skirts, a lot of really long skirts, or like poofy skirts, and a cropped sweater I think would just be fantastic for that. And of course like full sweaters, and I have so much sweater yarn coming. Very exciting. I can't wait to show you guys. And I did actually so the Knit Picks sale happened after I had gone to the Fiber Nook, which is one of my local yarn stores that I had gotten gift cards to for my birthday, and I bought yarn there too. So let me show you what I got, because this is all very exciting. I am relatively sure I haven't bought any yarn, with the exception of the yarn that I needed to finish off the hood. What the heck is that called? No, it's not coming. Anyways, I had made a hoodie cowl type thing for Chris for festival season, except festival season didn't happen. But anyways, I needed to finish it, so I had run out of yarn and needed to buy some more. And that was the only yarn I bought this year. I am pretty darn sure. And that was back in March. So getting to go to the Fiber Nook and just shopping around and seeing how everything looks in there now. It was a real treat last weekend. I just wanted to show you what I got. So first of all, because it's on the top, I did get a bunch of acrylic yarn, 4 balls, which should be definitely enough for a cropped sweater. And I'm thinking it would also be enough for another one of these brick sweaters if I just did 3/4 sleeves instead of full sleeves. So let me show it to you. It's Cascade Yarns on their Anthem base, which is 100% acrylic. It is super soft though. It is very soft, very squishy. And what color is this? Color number 65. Very creative. I don't know if you've noticed, but I seem to be coming into a love of purple. So this, I really like this yarn. They also had a really nice burnt orange, but they only had 1 ball. And that's not gonna work for a sweater. It doesn't matter how short it is, it's not gonna work. So I got 4 balls of this Anthem yarn. And I just wish you could feel how soft and squishy it is. Ugh, it is much softer than the Bernard yarn. But I don't even feel bad, frankly. It's very soft. So there's that. All 4 of those balls. The light is making the color look a little bit lighter than it actually is. True color from like what I can see with my eyeballs is closer to this color right here on the wall. Yeah, it's closer to that with slightly more red. So imagine this color, but this shade. Yeah, that'd be pretty accurate actually. Okay, and then, ooh, what else do I show you? I got myself another Knitley Road skein. So Canadian dyer, this is her London Fog colorway. Yep, it is. It's a DK. It's her DK Polwarth base, and it's 100% superwash New Zealand Polwarth. So here it is. It is a little more purple than the name London Fog would lead you to believe. But this is definitely going to be a hat for sure it is going to be one of my reknits of my goddess hats, which are those hats that I was knitting last year for Christmas for my coworkers that I still haven't released patterns for yet, but it'll happen. I'm so sorry for the wait on that. Honestly, my motivation lately has just not been there. Not for getting things down on paper and like proofreading and that sort of thing. It's just not been there. So I'm hoping before Christmas. There's not a whole lot of weeks left before Christmas. There's 6, maybe? Ugh. 6 or so? Yeah, that's not enough time to publish 5 hat patterns. That's not enough time. So maybe 2 before Christmas. I will do my best. I'll just leave it at that. I will do my best. Anyways, Knitley Road. Love it. Apparently I'm on a purple kick lately. Look at that. Yes, so there's that. And then I also got two more things. So I am a huge fan of the Uneek sock, the Urth brand Uneek sock self-striping yarn, and I bought another one. So they come in these little boxes of 2 50-gram cakes. They're already caked up. They all have a picture on the side to show you how it ends up knitting up. And what is this? 75% Extrafine superwash Merino and 25% nylon. It is a fingering weight because it's for socks. And what color are we? Color number 64. Very creative. You know, for how neat these self-striping socks are, I am never very impressed with their names. Although, being someone who's also not very good at naming things, I suppose I can see where they're coming from. So this is going to be an extra long set of socks based on the previous socks that I have made up by of the same, brand. There have been I've only made 1 pair of socks. Yeah, I guess so. I've made 1 other pair of socks with their yarn, and it was for my mother. I gave them to her this summer, and I love how they stripe up. Love it. I'm even more in love with the fact that they are pre-caked. Yeah, love it. So this is actually going to be a pair of socks for my sister for Christmas, I think, because I have a pair of socks for my mom already ready to go. So, and I think she's gonna like it. Her favorite color used to be blue. I haven't heard otherwise, so hopefully she still likes blue. If not, I'm sure she will like them anyways. Yeah, okay. Okay, and last but not least, I got 2 50-gram balls of yarn for socks. For, I don't know what yet. Socks. All right, and here they are. So this is not a brand I've used before. This is Sheepy's Metropolis Premium Blend. Ooh, very green. I really wanted the green ones. I think I'm going to be reknitting my Irish Guild socks on these, and I knit the original set, and frankly, I love the way the original set looks. I don't really think they need to be reknit, but I really like the pattern, so I want to reknit them for fun. I would like them to, I want to reknit them for fun, not for aesthetic photo purposes, if that makes any sense. So in case you weren't aware, I'm just going to elaborate on that a little bit. So this not the last 2 months, obviously, but prior to that, I was on a bit of a mission to reknit all of my published patterns and take new photos and standardize all of the stitch descriptions and wording and that sort of thing, just to make sure everything was I don't want to use the word standardized again, but the same. Standardized is a better word. So that is a bit of a mission. It is still a mission. I just, again, not feeling the motivation so much lately to do all of the proofing and all of that stuff. I don't really want to. So I think I'm still going to reknit the Irish Guild socks with this yarn. I think it might be a little bit, it's got a little bit of a halo to it. I don't, the camera's not really picking it up. So it's not a big halo. There's a very slight halo on this. What is this? 75% Merino, Extrafine, 25% Nylon. It is a fingering. Weight and color number 27, San Jean. S-A-N space J-U-A-N. Sorry if I didn't say that correctly. But here it is. Ugh. Look at that color. Oh, this is such a nice color. I'm really loving this green. And let's see if it picks up the finer bits. So you can kind of tell it's got little bits of like almost a lime lighter green in there and more of a darker forest green. So it's not exactly a solid color. There's a little bit of variance there, but I really, really like the way it looks. Yeah, I'm pretty in love with this color, and I have very high hopes for this yarn, and I can't wait to see the Irish Guild socks knit up in it. I think the pattern might not quite stand out as much as it does in the current light green yarn, but that's okay. So yeah, that is the end of my stash enhancement for this week. I also did get a pin, which is currently on my purse, so I can't show you what it looks like. I can tell you who it's made by though. Jubilee Oomph Originals. That's what it looks like. And it was a little pin that has a cat on a crescent moon, a black cat on a crescent moon saying, "Embrace your inner darkness," or something like that. Something very close to that. Embrace the darkness, embrace the darkness. Something like that. I thought it was really cute. She's got some super sassy pins, by the way. But seeing as it's on my purse and I take my purse everywhere, I didn't want anything too sassy on my purse. You know, I bring it to work. I don't want anything to like offend anyone, even if it isn't fun still. Gotta be a good example. Yeah. Anyways, that is about it for today. This has gone quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to, considering I only had 2 sweaters to show you, but there has also been a lot of this going on. Thank you so much for listening to that. What else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, I meant to say this a while ago and I kept forgetting, but I just need to say that using a crochet hook while binding off with Jenny's super stretchy bind off, which is great for ribbing on like the torso of these sweaters and the arm cuffs, as well as cuffs of socks if you are knitting toe up. Jenny's super stretchy bind off, I'm a fan. And crochet hook, wow, game changer. I can't even believe how much easier it was and how much time I saved. Wow. So there, I finally got that off my chest. If you have never tried using a crochet hook to bind off, I would absolutely suggest it. Yeah. I'm so sorry for the slurping. I hate it when people slurp. It's the shape of the cup. Yeah. And I think that is about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it here because I see we're about the 30-minute mark, and that's typically where I like to be. So I hope you guys have a spectacular next 2 weeks. If it is cold and snowy where you are, stay safe and warm. If it is not cold and snowy where you are, stay cool and comfortable and safe and healthy.